Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. I know I'm supposed to have this live at 11 a.m., but I was in the bed. Something I'm learning about myself is that I be really tired, and then I be blaming on the fact that like I'm not being productive, but I just be really tired. Literally, I have been spending time with the kids, and literally I took like 3, 4 naps. I'm good, just trying to get some rest. I realize I don't get enough sleep. Like I just don't get enough sleep. I was just getting on my mom about that. Like, Mom, you don't get enough rest. And like today, it just dawned on me that I don't get enough sleep. So this week has been like a shutdown week. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I know I'm rambling, but just giving everybody time to come in. But I literally was being so hard on myself, like, Belize, you're not being productive. You got bills you need to pay. Here's stuff you need to do. You need to do it. Blah 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 blah. And I'm looking like, bruh, I'm sleepy though. My body was like, psh, psh. If I had sessions this week, I did them, but I was like, I wasn't doing nothing extra. I was putting stuff off because I was sleepy. Sleepy. Because last week I kind of ran, getting ready to go to Chicago. And my friend said that I was feeling bad, y'all. My throat was hurting. I was coughing. I thought I had a corona. I told my friend I'm feeling bad, y'all. She said, girl, you are nothing wrong with you. You just sleepy. And I went to sleep that day before we left. And I felt so much better, but I was like, I ain't got time for corona. I know it's kind of like, I'm not trying to be funny because I know some people will pass, but literally I was freaking out for a second because I was like, I do not want nothing stuck up my nose, and I'm supposed to be going out of town, and I ain't trying to cancel this trip, and I was just sleepy. I was just sleepy. I was just sleepy. But hey, y'all. I was ranting for a second. But hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey. I know I'm supposed to do this 11. Don't cut my head off. I know I'm supposed to do 11. But if you're just coming in, I'm not going to lie. I was tired. And I was like, God, I need to get some sleep. So I slept in. I slept my butt in. I'm trying to do better with this getting some rest thing, y'all. My son tell me, your oldest son tell me, I was like, Mommy, all you doing, you work so much. You work. He don't be lying. I be sleepy. I fell asleep in his room like 3 or 4 times. Like all week I fell asleep in his room. Poor baby. Thank God my kids love me. But yeah. So what's going on with y'all? I know it's like 9:21 here in Atlanta in the East Coast. So where are you guys? Tell me where you are. If it's your first time on with a live with me, say hey. I say hey girl, hey, or hey guy, hey. I want to tell you hey. I'm sorry, let me turn this. I want to tell you guys hello. Y'all see my little happy still up here? That was for my birthday. And I didn't want to take it down though. Because I want to stay happy. That's my goal, is to stay happy. Hey. Hey. So if it's your first time on my lives, or if you're a veteran on the lives, y'all already know how I get down. We talk about whatever you want to talk about pertaining to herpes. Any personal questions you want to ask me, you can ask me. I'm an open book. I'm willing to tell you. If I feel like it's too personal, I'm like, they ain't none of your business. But most of the time, y'all know me. I'm pretty open. I kind of keep it real with you guys. I kind of want y'all to know what's going on with me. Realize I'm a human. I'm real. I got problems just like you. I'm not perfect. So I just want you guys to ask whatever you want to ask pertaining to your herpes diagnosis, or if anything you want to know about herpes. And we'll go from there. I don't want you to be scared. What you want to ask, anything like that, you can ask your question, read over the question, and then I will ask it, because I promise you somebody else have the same question or need some clarity on things. So yeah. On a dating site, and a man really don't get, okay, on a dating site, and men really don't get rejected like that. Are you asking me or are you telling me? I just want to make sure. Are you telling me? Is that a statement or is that a question? If anybody else have questions, you can start rolling your questions in. If you know anybody who this will benefit, please send this link to somebody so somebody can jump on here if they have questions. I don't. That's not really true. Men do get rejected. They get rejected every time they walk up to women and they don't want to talk to them. That's rejection. I'd say any day men would deal with more rejection than we would ever experience as women in our lives. Like truth be told. Now when it comes to the herpes, diagnosis, whatever, I think it's pretty equal. Oh, okay. I'm saying men don't be rejecting me like that because of it. Oh no, like the thing about it is, I'll say that, like, truthfully, everybody's different. Like, you're lucky you don't get rejected by it, but I know some women who do. I know some men that do as well. I have been rejected. I haven't been. It's been more positive. It has been negative, but you blessed. That's not everybody's story, but you're lucky. And I want that for everybody. I don't want nobody to have to deal with the rejection piece. Some people hate rejection, but I'll tell you, after receiving this diagnosis, you kind of just got to let that rejection piece go. That's life. We all deal with rejection from jobs, from schools, from relationships, to children, to friendships, to everything. Come on, Jamaica. I love Jamaica. I went to Jamaica last year. It was so fun. We didn't venture out, so we got to go back. Will the oregano pills cause you to have more outbreaks at start? That's not something common that I hear, but I wouldn't be shocked that it do. I won't be shocked. I feel like at the end of the day, if you never took that supplement before, your body is kind of trying to get used to it. So that can be causing your body to be under some type of stress. So I'm not saying it's not, that's not the reason why you're not having I'm not going to say that's not the reason you're not having the outbreaks or why you're having the outbreaks. I'm not quite sure. It could be other things. It could be stress. It could be menstrual cycle. It could be friction. It could be many things. But if you feel like that's the only thing that has really changed pertaining to you, but the pills, then it may be. It may be the reason. And I feel like if you're having more outbreaks with the pills, then I would say stop taking them. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop taking them and try something else. Okay, if you could, would you sue the guy that did this to you? No, because I'm not quite sure who did it. No. I'm not quite sure, because the guy that I believe who gave it to me, he's the only dude who came to me and told me that he had herpes, but that was literally July 2018, and literally I didn't find out my diagnosis to 2019. I had been with other guys in that process, so it may not have been him. He's the only person who told me that diagnosis. So because after I got tested after him and said I was negative, and then later on I had it again. But as we know, testing, it's not always accurate. I never seen no test result. They just said no. So I'm not. Well, they didn't even say no. They never called me back. Real talk. They never called me back, so I'm not quite sure what it said, because, back in the day, that's when they would just call in if you had it or not, but I could have got lost in the sauce. So, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because I wasn't sure. And if I did for sure, I can't say if I would. I feel like it depends if that person already knew it and it was a malicious thing. And, that person said something like, yeah, that's why I gave it to you. And, I did it on purpose. If that person like vocally told me that they did it on purpose, or text me and say, that's why I gave you herpes, I did it on purpose, then yes, I will take that information and I would sue them. Because at the end of the day, it was malicious thing. It was malicious intent to hurt me or to harm me psychologically and physically. So yes, I would sue them. But I need to get some proof that was the case, because you can say, verbal is all cool and dandy, but when you go and try to sue somebody, you need some stuff in writing. It holds more weight. And it's kind of hard to sue somebody if you didn't know your status prior. But if you knew your status prior, you was negative when you went into that relationship with that individual, you weren't having sex with nobody, kissing nobody, nothing with nobody, then it can kind of prove that person gave it to you. But if you've never been tested, which, your doctor, your lawyer's going to say, they're like, it's kind of difficult because you could have had it already. There's no way to hold weight with that. But if you know all your status prior and you can prove that this was malicious intent, Go right ahead. I'm not mad at you about that at all. Go right ahead, because that person needs to know what they did was wrong, and they need to be they need prosecuted for that. Period. I take Valtrex a day, zinc, sea moss, lysine, and exercise. I watch your videos on Disclosure, dating somebody 2 months, and they want to be exclusive, so the talk will happen. So you did the talk? You ready? Are you ready for the talk? Are you nervous? Okay, are you like, how are you feeling about doing that? Are you sure this is somebody you want to be exclusive with? Okay, you ready? I'm proud of you. Come on, come on, come on. So, yeah. If you're ready, then, it's all about now just deciding when you're going to tell and how you're going to tell it. Okay, good. I'm happy to hear that. So, not nervous. They are a really great person. Okay, good. Well, right now it's just when you're ready to tell it. Like, if you already have the information, my videos helped you, kind of figure out what you want to say. You got your confidence. You're ready to do it. You're not really nervous about telling the person because you feel like that person's a great person. Well, nothing's holding you back, but now just time. Just go ahead and do it if you're ready. Go for it. Yay. Tell me what happened too. I want to know. I'm nosy. I would love to know how that disclosure went. So I never had a negative response when disclosing, but this person is awesome. Well, girl, see, you just like the young lady above. You haven't had no bad experiences. So this is good. I'm excited for you. I feel like go for it. You ain't really, listen, you good. Go for it. Go for it. See what happens. See what happens. Yeah, please let me know. I want to know. Well, I hope everybody else who's watching this and see, I'm not sure if y'all can see everybody scrolling up. 2 individuals said that, they haven't really had any bad experiences or bad responses or rejection, quote unquote, with their diagnosis. Some people are blessed and they haven't experienced that, but some other people have. I disclosed mine. I cried while telling him. He was so open and accepting. He have helped me so much. I've learned my triggers. Never knew something could cause outbreaks. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yay! See, another person disclosed. It's okay if you cry through your disclosure. It's all right. It's cool. Yes, you'll be surprised. Like, I feel like it's just all about just go ahead and like, if you know for a fact this is the person you want to be with, yeah, it's mutual. Like, y'all both know y'all want to be each other. Y'all both want to commit. Y'all want something serious. Y'all feel like y'all are good. Y'all compatible and everything works. Then go ahead and do it, because you really won't know until you do it. There are a lot of nice and understanding people. It is. I agree. A lot of people don't believe that, but I can understand if you had a date in life prior to this and you dealt with like you had bad experiences. And I really want us to understand, please stop holding on to your past dating experience and bringing it to your, now you got a date with herpes experience, because you may not experience the same thing. Because truth be told, you're going to probably change how you date. You're going to change the type of dudes you deal with, because some of the, or women, you're probably not going to even feel comfortable talking to those type of people again, because you already know how they get down, you know how they think, and you just don't want to deal with that. So you tend to change your whole type, quote unquote. You're telling your type, you change how you deal with people. Yeah, more selective, correct though. You're way more alert. Your listening skills increase. You're really listening to what people say. You're trying to feel people out more. I feel like, when you don't have anything, and it's not everybody, but it's something I learned, is when people don't have anything, they're more free flowing, not as and I can say this for myself, I wasn't as aware as I am now. I wasn't as, my active listening skills wasn't the best. Now I'm way more like on it. I'm listening to what they say for what they say. I take them for who they are. I don't try to question what they mean. We all have our moments, but especially if you, like I said, if you have some things that you used to do in your old dating life, you'll kind of bring it over here and you'll realize it don't really work that well. You'll mess around and get your feelings really hurt sometimes on this side. Especially if it's not the healthiest things to do in dating. So I would truly tell you, if you did some things in your past with dating and it wasn't favorable over there, don't bring it over here. It ain't gonna be favorable over here either. So I learned a lot from my old dating life to my new dating life, of some things I did and I still did. Especially in this recent relationship, I learned a lot about myself, And I'm like, yep, nope, not doing that no more. No, I'm good. And keywords when you date people, such as I don't judge. Ha. That part. You're awesome. Thank you. You're awesome too, sweetie. So I just want us all to do self-awareness, especially after your diagnosis. A lot of us tend to want to continue to do the old stuff and think the old way and move the old way and feel the old way. Your confidence is not going to be like your old confidence. Your self-esteem will not be the same way that your old self-esteem was. The way that you date, the way that you possibly have sex, all of that, it's going to change. And a lot of us don't want to change it, especially when we thought it was really good then. But at the end of the day, you have to change for a new situation, adapt to it, learn your new confidence, learn your new self-esteem, learn the new you, and move different and still receive what you want to receive, because nothing's cutting you off. My nose is itching, y'all. Nothing's going to cut you off. You can still have what you want. Sometimes you have to go through more people, but that's okay. I literally just told a client, I said, as women, we will not date as many men as men date women or talk to women. Most women ain't gonna touch, probably won't even touch 50 people that they even talk to or dated, or entertained. Men gonna always talk to more women because they get rejected. Women are not interested. Some dudes are not settling right away, so they talking to multiple women and things like that, or dated multiple women. Short-term relationships, things just didn't work out. So I think for women, we just have to understand that it's okay to go through a couple of more dudes. It's okay to increase your dating numbers. It's okay, like especially if you're 25 and older. It's okay to increase it, especially when you're looking for something serious. Increase them numbers to meet more people. You have a better selection. You have a better selection. 7 years in, if people value you for who you are, they will look past this. That's true. I agree. So, yes, ladies, stop. I really want us to stop getting like beat out of shape when one dude reject us, or two or three. Like literally, ladies, keep it moving. Keep it moving. It's so many dudes out here that's going to be possibly interested in you. But you have to put yourself out there. And if you get into this little slump area, you won't be open to people approaching you. And guys can see when you're not in an approachable state, and they won't approach you. They're like, no, she just seemed like, she got the B face. So I ain't even going over there and wasting my time with her, because she don't even look like she giving me no energy. And you probably been looking at that dude the whole time, and he looking at you like, no, I ain't coming over there because you like, you gonna like cuss me out. I am not. Most people don't know they have it, and they have to request the test, and always request the test. True. A lot of people don't know they have it. Most people ain't never been tested for herpes, or thought they were, because I asked for all the tests. I asked to be tested for everything. Everything don't always include herpes. Some people are lucky where they test for that, and some people don't. A lot of us don't even see our test results. So it's important that you even ask for your test results. Like, we got the portals now, so it's a little different. But if you go somewhere and they're not like calling, I want to see, like, can I get a copy? Like, I'm still looking for the copy of my last test results I had, and I don't know where I put them. Because I wanted to show y'all something, like with the numbers and stuff on my test results, and I can't find them. I don't know where I put the paper. I think I made a mistake and threw it away. Yeah. You need a copy of your own test results. You can get it out your portal, or you take a screenshot. But if you're getting tested and they don't give you no test results, no, you say, no, I need a copy of my test results. Can I call the lab and get a copy? I don't want to just take your word for it. I do not want to take your word for it. I want to see them for myself, and I can show it to somebody with the date. Sad part is the doctors will be like, oh, you don't need that test. Yeah. Right. No, I want it. Right. It's like, I met someone who has HSV. Okay, so how do you feel about that? You met somebody who have it. Do you have any questions? You're in a good place to ask questions. Don't say how you really feel. Don't worry about what nobody else feel on here. I'm not going to be offended because I have talked to individuals. I have had sessions with individuals who did not have herpes, met somebody, and I gave them real talk advice. He is HSV positive, and he told me that he has a low viral load. Is that such a thing? No, he has herpes. It ain't no low viral load. I hate when they say stupid junk like that. I'm not gonna lie. I hate when they say that because at the end of the day, that's not such of a thing. They tell people that so people don't ask questions. They tell people that so they can get people acting like they don't care. And most people get to a place where, thank God that he disclosed to you. So I'm proud of him for that. But that low viral load don't say he can't pass it to you. If he's active, it still change. It doesn't change anything. He has it. So yeah, you were right. Like his doctor told him that. Like, and I hate when doctors say stupid junk like that. That's like, oh, you have low cancer. What? I got cancer. Who cares? Like real talk. I just don't. It's not against you. I just can't stand when doctors tell people that. It irks my nerves. Absolutely irks my nerves. Because at the end of the day, it makes the individual who have the virus believe that they can't give it to somebody else. I was told you've been exposed. Girl, I've been exposed. Pissed me off. Like, you have herpes. Tell me I have it so I know how to protect myself. But you've been exposed. You have it. They don't, listen, this is what they do. They're like little bunnies and just tiptoeing around. I hate it, y'all. I hate it. It gets on my nerves because I have people come to me and say, Belize, do I have herpes? They say I was exposed. I say, yeah, baby. And now they like literally, like, because they had this high hope that they didn't really have it. They were just exposed to it. And, it being exposed mean I came in contact with it, but it didn't hold. It didn't stick. I got antibodies because it didn't stick. My body fought it off. No, you have it. You have it. You have it. Hey, sweetie, do you have any more questions pertaining to dating a guy or even, moving forward with the guy who has HSV? Do you have any other questions or concerns? I want you to be very much educated before you walk into that door because I'm going to call us out. A lot of us walk into dating without being fully educated. And that person on the other side who don't have the virus they want to date you, but they're still unsure what to do or unsure what they're walking into. So a lot of people walk away saying they don't want to deal because truthfully, you didn't have enough answers. You didn't have enough clarity. You wasn't able to give them confidence that you knew what you was talking about. So they didn't want to deal. It's not always because they don't want to get herpes. Sometimes it's just because you don't have enough information and you can't answer their questions with clarity. They want clarity. They want to know what they want to know. And I know that's kind of hard for us because some of our information is like all over the place. But my whole thing is just, it's good for you to be able to, what's the word? It's good for you to be able to answer the basic questions. Okay. Cool. You know what to do? www.stdlifecoach.com and we'll make it happen. We'll talk. All right. Joe, yeah. So for my individuals, it's important for you to know a couple of questions, okay? I talked about this in my disclosing series. I also talking about it in my How to Disclose course, which you can find on my website at www.stdlifecoach.com and go to the herpes course. But I'm going to give you these things. So the first thing is you need to know, they're going to ask you how long you had it. I need you to have an idea. A good estimate of how long you had this virus. You got to have an estimate because this person wants to know. They're calculating, especially if you've been with this person before. If it's somebody you're currently in a relationship with, they're calculating to see if you cheated. I'm not gonna lie. They want to calculate when the last time you had sex with somebody. They calculating, okay? That's men or women. They calculate. And it's good for you to have an idea. Now for my individuals who you just don't know, it's okay. But I need you to say, from the time that I was diagnosed, this is how long I knew I had it. it easier for you than saying, well, I thought I had it this, or I had experiences, I think I had it. The best way to know is to go from the time that you receive your test results and go from the years on or the months on or whatever, to make it easier for you to, if somebody asks you that question, well, I had it for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. Just go from the date that you receive your test results. It'll make it easier, or the date that you had your outbreak. That'll kind of make it easier for you to kind of like have an idea how long you had it. So they're going to ask you how long you had it, even if you told them, tell them again. Next thing they're going to ask you is, can we have safe sex, or can we have unprotected sex? You need to know this question. I have answered it. Like I said, I go more in detail in my course. But yes, you can have unprotected sex. But this is where you got to reel back in. You got to know your own body. You got to know your treatment plan. You got to know all this stuff. So if y'all do agree to have unprotected sex, then you can tell them, well, I'm on medication. Well, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Type thing. Or I don't feel comfortable having unprotected sex. This is things that you're going to have to say, because at the end of the day, you got to know they don't have the virus. So they're really waiting on you to give them knowledge on what is okay and what's not. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of you guys want to have unprotected sex, but you don't even know how. Or you're not comfortable with it. And if you're not comfortable with it, then if a partner asks you, can we have unprotected sex? You need to say no. And be okay with a solid no. And it was like, well, I don't want to be with you. You don't want to have unprotected self. Deuces. We really got to get to a place of deucing people, because at the end of the day, if you're not comfortable with it, then don't do it. You got your reasoning for not being comfortable. It's okay for being uncomfortable. I'm not against it. If you're uncomfortable having unprotected sex, that's okay. But tell your partner you don't want to do it. Don't tell me, tell them. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. This is my reason for not to do it. Yeah, you say you always push protected sex. How? Okay, I'll answer that in a minute. So, you need to know. You can't have unprotected sex, but like I said, you need to know what causes your outbreaks. You need to know what your outbreaks look like, what you experience during your outbreaks, and also treatment plan. Now, if you don't have any outbreaks at all, because I have many clients that come to me and don't have outbreaks at all, then you need to have a set treatment plan. What is your treatment plan? Like, every person, if you meet somebody, gonna ask you, are you taking medication? If you're not taking medication, what are you doing? Is that healthy eating? Is that supplements? They want to know what you're doing to feel like they're safe. It says chickpeas, if that's what I like. No, I'm just saying eating healthy. They want to know, like, if you're doing a natural route, regardless on what route you go on, you kind of just want to be able to voice what you're doing for that person to know that you're doing something. Okay? And if you choose not to do anything, then you tell that person why you're not doing anything. Tell them why. But also still, you need to know what causes outbreaks if you have any. And if you don't, I tell anybody, if you do not have outbreaks, you need to do some type of treatment plan. But just because you're not having physical outbreaks doesn't mean you're not having shedding. So at the end of the day, your partner can still be at risk if you are not doing nothing. So do something. Like I said, natural remedies, medicine, do something, because I know a lot of individuals who do not have outbreaks and they're having a hard time because it's like, I'm waiting on the outbreak. You may not ever have one, but they're like hesitating on their sex life, or they're hesitating in dating because they don't know what to do. I just say start a treatment plan, do something. So now you're feeling like you're doing something. Like, just don't do nothing, do something. It'll give you more confidence going into the dating world or having a sex life, because you feel like you're doing something. And you can also share that with your partner and say, I'm doing da 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 da. So yeah, they're gonna ask you that. They're gonna ask you if you have protected, unprotected sex. They're gonna ask you if you have oral sex. Yes, you can have oral sex. Once again, depends on what your comfort level is and what you're doing to try to protect your partner as much as possible. Y'all can use condoms still if y'all want to do that. So flavored condoms and diddle dams are available, so you can do that. As protected oral. What's the other question they're gonna ask? Can you have children? Yes, you can have children. But you gotta know you gotta have unprotected sex. So that's something you have to deal with. Especially for my individuals who's like, I don't have unprotected sex. Well, if you're gonna have kids with this person, you're going to have to do it sooner or later. So you're going to have to get to a place of comfort soon enough, especially if that's a long-term relationship. Let's keep it real. Most long-term relationships, marriages, things of that nature, or long-term partnership, you stop using protection. So my whole thing is nothing wrong with saying that you're uncomfortable, but you also have to figure out, am I going to be uncomfortable forever? Or am I going to be uncomfortable until I kind of figure myself out? But that's conversations you have to have with yourself, and also be comfortable when your partner say, okay, are we going to do this forever? And without an attitude, you can't get mad. They want to know, are we going to use condoms our whole relationship? How we going to have children? You got to be comfortable when answering these questions, because you're the one who going to have to determine how these things are going to roll. But those are the main questions that they always ask. I take everything that was suppress it. No stress, foul tracks. Haven't had outbreaks in 3 years. Yeah. Okay, how do you deal with a person rejecting you? Truthfully, literally, the number one thing is get out your feelings. And I know that's so hard to do, but a lot of us be so emotionally attached to a person before we should be. Like, we're just all in before we need to be in. Like, we're banking on a person to accept us. Please stop banking on somebody to accept you. Like, stop banking on it. They have the ability to accept and walk away. And I know some people hate that, but people got the ability to accept you and then walk away, or simply just walk away from you. They have the right to do that. And you have to be in a place where understand this is another thing that has the right to walk away from. You have a right to walk away from somebody who may not have this or may not have that, or dealt with this or dealt with that, and you can't deal. Why do we make our herpes diagnosis something that people need to accept? No, they don't have to. And it's not a need. It's not a requirement. People have the right to want to walk away. You have to respect it. Yes, it hurts your feelings, but a lot of us are too emotionally attached. Especially if it's a potential person that you've only been dating for a couple of months, or not even exclusively, just been getting to know. We be just too emotionally attached to people. And you're banking on it because you really want to go ahead and get somebody to accept you so you don't have to do this no more. Stop banking on people. Like, literally, stop banking on people. I'm not going to lie, because you just never know what a person's going to say. And if you're banking so much on that individual and they tell you no, your feelings going to be hurt. Like, no lie, your feelings are going to be super hurt, because like, I thought this was it, and I thought it was going to work, and we're going to be great. And stop banking on people, y'all. Even the people that even accept you and it don't work. Now you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to even try this anymore. They accepted you with no problem. The relationship just didn't work. It had nothing to do with herpes. Why are you blaming herpes for him cheating or she cheating or lack of communication or domestic violence? Why are you blaming herpes for that? Find somebody else who don't do any of that you didn't like. Yeah, you got to go through another little tunnel again, but we really have to stop taking rejection so personal. Like, it's not that they don't want you. It's not that you're not beautiful. It's not that you're not handsome. It's not that you don't have everything they want. It's not that. It's just they can't handle the risk. We all deal with risk dealing with people on a daily. Some people have psychological risks. Some people have physical risks. Some people have emotional risks, and some people have physical risks. I think all of us need to think about everything reject people for. And when it happened to you, that you don't take it so personal, because you're like, shoot, if he had this or she had that, I would have been out. I would have been out. I'm like, nope, I don't want to deal with nobody like this. I don't want to deal with nobody like that. That's still rejection, people. It's still rejection. Somebody's still feelings are a little hurt when you say you don't want to talk to them, or I can't deal with that. It's just you're taking it real personal because you just feel like this is going to be always my issue. It's not going to always be your issue, but you have to respect the individual who choose not to want to take the risk. It's okay. Accept it. Not dwell on it. I think a lot of us just dwell too long on that one person when you could have said, you know what? I understand. I respect it. I did like you. I understand. Walk away. Find somebody else. But I feel like that's hard for a lot of us because we are too emotionally involved. We have already planned out our relationship with them in our brain. We already like counted this relationship that I ain't got to deal with this no more. My life's gonna be normal again. Stop banking on people. Like literally, and I just learned that in my life. Stop banking on folks. Like I was banking on this last relationship to work out and it did not. I'm only speaking from experience. I banked on it and my feelings got hurt. It didn't turn out like I wanted it to turn out. But only God helped me realize why it didn't turn out, why it didn't turn out. It didn't turn out it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. It showed me a lot about myself. A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. I was like, see, Belize, stop banking on folks. You can't bank on people. You can't bank on potential. You can't bank on they gonna get it together. You can't bank on, oh, they accepted me for my state. You can't bank on that. A relationship is bigger than them accepting you in initial. It's deeper than that. You got to make sure y'all communicate well. You got to make sure y'all on the same path. Y'all have same dream, or not same dreams, but y'all can help each other in y'all dreams. Y'all can help each other move forward in life. It's real companionship and real friendship there. A relationship is deeper than sex. It is. Sex is fun. It's great. You know, you do it with somebody you love, but that is not going to sustain that relationship. It don't pay the bills. Only if, you know, you strip, you know, or you're a prostitute of some sort or an escort. Or y'all into something. That's what you do, or you're porn. I ain't against any of that. Do what you do. But I'm just saying, it don't pay the bills just between y'all. Gotta do more. Gotta be more. So, that's my 2 cents. He said, think with the brain. Now listen. The heart is deceitful. I don't know who told y'all the heart was good. The heart is deceitful. It's in the Bible. The heart is deceitful. The heart ain't good. It ain't good. Your issues of life comes from in here. Your issues come out of your heart. Hey! Hey! Hey there! Hey there, Jamar! Stop! Sorry, mommy mode. Y'all know I ain't gonna stop being a mama. And then beating his brother up. Okay. With normal dating comes rejection as well. So you're completely right. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Any person who end up getting herpes, they feel like their dating, their rejection gets higher. Not really all the time. You really just didn't know the difference because you didn't have to deal with this. Now that you're dealing with it, you think it's 10 times worse. And it's really not. You probably even... Interestingly, most of the guys that you probably dated may not have, or girls may not have been accepting of this. You don't know. You don't know, but you didn't deal. You didn't have to deal with it. You didn't have to disclose anything. So you don't know what it would have been like. But when something new happened to you, then you start realizing, oh my God, I'm dealing with more rejection. You're just dealing with something different that some people may not be accepting of. So, any other questions, guys? Don't let me talk to myself. Any other questions? Yeah. Dating is something else, y'all. Especially in the times that we're in now, they are something else. Dating is so different. And while we're talking, guys, I'm going to start doing, if you was with me a while back, as y'all know, on the 15th, guys, it'll be 5 years that I've been an STD life coach. I'm so excited about that. But if you were with me like a couple of, I said about 3 years ago, 3 years or longer, then you would know when I first started this, I started doing phone support groups. Before I did YouTube, I did phone. And my whole thing is I want to get back to doing support groups where, you know, men and women come in who has herpes and they come on and we can talk to each other at least once a month. So I'm going to start those back up. I think it's going to be probably at the end of this month or next week or next month or something like that. It's going to be, I'm going to have one each month. Now you want to call me back. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure if y'all can see me, but Anyway, so I was doing those. So I'm going to start doing those again. I'm going to start having a monthly support group session where men and women, whoever has herpes, can come in and we can talk to each other. Talk to each other. If you're in a relationship, if your partner don't have it, but they want to come in and call just to hear other people take, that's also available to you guys too. Or somebody who's dating somebody who have herpes, you can come in and listen to what's going on. I really want us to get back to that. I stopped doing it for a while because I had the women's support group, and I really wanted to build that. She gonna keep on calling me. I did call her 1,000 times, though. I'm sorry. Like she gonna keep on calling. I'm bothered by it now because I'm on a live. But can y'all see me? Let me know if y'all can see me. Or hear me. So at the end of the day, guys, I really want to start again. I really want to start doing those again because those were really good. Thank you. You have helped me so much. Does disclosure ever get easier? Yes, I believe it do get easier when you get not taking rejection so personal. I feel like it gets easier. And you're not looking at on everybody. You're kind of just waiting to find what you're looking for. You're frozen. Okay, just wait with me, guys. Y'all just go with me. I know I'm frozen, but just keep going with me. I'm happy you can hear me, though. I don't know. My phone I need to buy a new phone. But anyway, but still, I believe it gets easier when you just get to a place of not banking on people and understanding the rejection is not because they don't want you or you don't have things to offer. It's just that one thing is it's a no for them. Same way one thing will be a no for you. But yes, guys, I'm going to make sure I let y'all know that information. I'll probably let y'all know that next Thursday when I get on, or on the educational on Tuesday to kind of let y'all know what date. And those are going to be on Zooms. So we're going to do a Zoom. So y'all have the information to get on Zoom and the password and stuff to get on Zoom. And you'll have to sign up for my email lesson for that. So, you guys can get that sent out, that information. So that's that. So I love you guys. I know I'm still frozen, so I don't want y'all to keep watch this frozen picture of me. So I'm going to let you guys go. I know. I'm excited too. I'm excited too. I truly did enjoy doing those. They were really good. You got to see other people who have herpes. Hey, you may find you one on there. You never know. You may find you one. So I say, come on, be willing to show your face because at the end of the day, it's so bad. But if you're uncomfortable, it's okay. You can just, sit in the front, in the back. But we're gonna talk. We have some good dialogue like we have here. But now you'll finally be able to see me a little bit more and see other people, and really we'll get to hear each other's voices, which I think would be really cool. I enjoyed it when I did it before, but I just got really swamped into building the women's support group and just putting a lot of energy there. So I didn't want to kind of like put my energy everywhere. So I enjoyed that. So I want to go back to doing this, and I think it'd be really helpful for us, especially in this time with so much going on. We could just talk about different things and things like that. I think it'll be fun. So look out for that. Also, guys, if you need any sessions, like book a session, any products, any courses, that's all at www.stdlifecoach.com. The courses I have available to you guys now is the free course, which is 72 hours after. So pretty much what to do in your first 72 hours after your diagnosis. And then I have how to disclose session, and then I'm also have the sex after herpes. That sex after herpes, you need to go to my Instagram for that because I still got to put it on my website, which I'm kind of in the midst of doing that now. But you have to go on my Instagram for that, and you can find all this stuff on my Instagram as well, and that's stdlifecoach.com. It's all right, boo. It's okay. It's okay. I'm about to get off anyway. But I love you guys. Y'all know where to find me. Y'all know month of August, I was offering 20-minute sessions to individuals who've been wanting to do a session with me, but just don't know what session to do. So you on the phone for me 20 minutes to figure out exactly what's going on with you, and then I tell you exactly what session you need to take advantage of. So this is not a free session for you to get on just to talk to me. This is a session for you to figure out exactly what is best for you, because a lot of you guys are kind of in a place where like, I know I need to talk to her, but I kind of just don't know what I need, and you and figure out what you need, and then I'll tell you what session you need to take advantage of, which I've been doing some of those this week, and I've really been enjoying doing those because a lot of people have been figuring out exactly what they need. A lot of people have been watching me for a while and like, at least I've been wanting to talk to you, so happy I got this opportunity to kind of figure out, know that you're real, but also figure out exactly what I need. So I'm excited about that. So that information will be below for you guys to take advantage of, especially if you know for a fact you're like, at least I've been wanting a session, but I just don't know which one is best, and I'll tell you what you need to take advantage of and really what will truly help you and move you forward in your diagnosis. So I love you guys, and we'll be talking soon. Bye.